Hello, welcome to TracyVA Media, where we keep it real, relevant, and resonating. So I'm gonna move through this very quick, because I have a couple topics. So for today, let me open up what we have. So it's TracyVA Media. We are live right now, streaming on YouTube, and we got some relevant topics to get into. So we got Mama Tina, Beyonce's mother, Gumbo. We have Ari Lennox. We have a woman that is currently crying over a heartbreak that is going viral. Of course, we got Lil Baby in this odd encounter. And we have the latest update with Rihanna. And then we have some news regarding Cash Cobain. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, well let me go ahead and get comfortable. All right, so let's start off with what's that on my neck? Get that off. I don't know what that is. It's Wednesday, but for some reason it feels like Thursday. It feels like Friday or something. Okay, well let's go ahead and get into the first topic. Let's do Mama Tina. Okay, so hate the lag. Okay, so currently everybody is talking about Miss Tina Knowles, who is the mother of Beyonce. So you guys know every year Houston has the rodeo. I actually live in Houston, Texas, but I have zero interest of going to the rodeo. I also had zero interest moving to Houston, Texas, so that's another thing too. So I don't really have any interest of going anywhere participating in that stuff. But Tina Knowles, she actually has her own stand at the rodeo. She's selling gumbo. By the way, you guys, y'all might try to take away my black card that I barely have anyways. Okay. I don't got no black mom, okay? So I have no idea what gumbo is. What is gumbo even made out of? Let me go ahead and look it up before I speak on this. Hold on. I said the black card I barely got. That is so true. Okay, so gumbo is a rich, flavorful soup or stew from Louisiana known as the state's official cuisine, featuring a stock meat or shellfish and the holy trinity of celery, bell peppers, and onions. Thickens with often served over rice. It look good. It look good though. It look good. Okay. Um. So yeah. So Mama Tina, let's go ahead and open up the screen so you guys can see. All right. So like I said, Miss Tina Knowles. She's selling gumbo at the Houston rodeo, and of course, people are lined up because it's Beyonce's mom. What? And I kind of wish I was there too. I would have loved to try it. Would have loved to have like a little conversation or whatever. But let's go ahead and get into it. So she is currently receiving lots of backlash from what it looks like. Why there's people were saying on TikTok, well, it just went viral on TikTok. People are saying that the gumbo was not good. They said it was extremely watered down, and people are saying that they had zero interest of trying um for posting a video warning people not to eat the gumbo from Tina Knowles, claiming there's something spiritual behind it and questioning why she decided to start selling gumbo now. Okay, y'all know I love my conspiracy theorists. Y'all know I love y'all, but that's a reach, you know? We're not gonna get into that. But let's just talk about the reviews of what people are saying about this gumbo. Let's scroll down. Okay. We got Miss Tina Knowles outside. They said people buying Tina Knowles gumbo just to review it, whether it's good or bad. It sounds like Tina's winning. Hmm. Okay, so here's one review. Somebody says, Tina Knowles, I know you're effing lying. What the F is this tail still on the shrimp? Stop trying to cook a Louisiana dish if you don't know how. Well, she's not cooking it. I'm sure she's just a vase of it. Yeah. So people got a whole lot to say behind this gumbo. But you guys also know how social media is these days. Y'all know how it goes. It's kind of hit or miss when it comes to celebrities, attending these events, cuz a lot of times social media users are just looking for a moment to go viral, and that's possibly what happened here. Maybe it was good, uh maybe it wasn't good, but of course, one person goes viral off of one video, and other people start doing videos on it. People are gonna want to go viral too. So I'm sure we got people out here that are doing videos on it, and they're just lying. But regardless, on a positive note, despite all these people saying negative things about her gumbo, well, hold on. Damn, I can't eat food today, y'all. I'm fasting, unfortunately. Ugh, especially talking about food right now. So, people have a lot of bad things to say about Miss Tina's gumbo. If they like it, if they don't like it, regardless, it's a win because I'm sure that line was all the way to the back of the damn rodeo, all the way to the entrance. And it's nice to see somebody on her status, um, not only having like a, pop-up at the rodeo, but actually attending and actually, going to work and cooking the food in the back or whatever she's doing. And I had to respect it. But unfortunately we live in times where people just want to go viral. So, a lot of them are possibly gonna lie, or some people might tell the truth. But regardless, I think it's dope that she came out. So that's really all I have to say about that. Okay, what else we got? We have Ari Lennox. Go ahead and type it in. Ari Lennox is going viral for a couple things right now. But mainly because she actually went on the Breakfast Club and apologized to J. Cole and Dreamville for her posts in the past, in the midst of her being in a deal she wasn't too pleased of. You guys remember she was doing like a lot of tweets and saying how she wants out of her record deal and just all these things. Years later, she finally apologized on the platform, and basically said that she didn't mean no harm towards J. Cole. She just felt like everything was just a misunderstanding. Let's watch the clip.
We weren't aligned, and it's not their fault. I don't know what happened. I think perhaps they didn't know like the date of it or something. And I think as
That lag is
it dropped,
insane.
it was just I could feel like there was no marketing behind it, and I mean
That wasn't a feeling. You were right.
The date.
I vocally said that. I
You
never
did.
felt like they supported you.
oh, I do
Right.
feel like they supported me overall. Like I don't believe that I would have gotten this far without them. J. Cole was the greatest
I'm gonna close that one out.
co-sign I could have ever had.
She says J. Cole is the greatest cosign she could have ever had, and um, I agree with that. I mean, J. Cole is not just a rapper, but he's clearly somebody that appreciates R&B. You know, he frequently works with R&B artists, um, like Miguel and recently Burna Boy and Thames. Seems like he's always supported um, Ari Lennox. You know, he came out during her tour stops. You know, even putting her on Dreamville, like that's a huge stamp. And personally, like I never enjoyed watching Ari Lennox's posts about um Dreamville. You know, I am a woman, so I get it. You know, our emotions sometimes get in the way. um I too have my fair share of running to social media whenever I'm, you know, in a funk. But so I understand it. You know, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm just somebody perfect speaking on this. So I understand. Um but it happened more than once. And I felt like a lot of it made a lot of I felt like it made J. Cole look bad. It made Dreamville look bad. And you know, a lot of record deals, they don't go the best usually, because especially when they're balancing multiple artists at a time, and you know there's budgets and you have like the superstar artists, like there's a lot going on. But um I feel like Ari Lennox should have just, you know, should have just, like, I don't know, maybe held her tongue a little bit, or maybe just you know, thought more before she reacted. Because it, like, as a Dreamville fan, it was hard to see Ari Lennox, you know, do that. Because yeah, I understand that it wasn't the best experience, or it wasn't an easy experience for her being in on this label, but you still have to have like that respect. And I don't feel like Dreamville deserved that, you know, deserved that. I don't feel like J. Cole deserved that. Ari Lennox got a whole lot of shine. Basically anybody that's a fan of J. Cole is a fan of Ari Lennox. You know, we love her. And you know, this is coming from a Dreamville fan. We love Ari Lennox. I went to Ari Lennox's concerts. I've seen Ari Lennox live on her own. No Dreamville guest or nothing. I just went out to go support her. I streamed her music. I love her music. And you know, that has to do with Dreamville. And now that she's off going somewhere else now, um I I respect that and I appreciate it. But you know, Dreamville did definitely give her a boost that is just you know, that's just like a top tier. And like it was a good look for her. So you know, be frustrated, it's okay to be upset, but know when to turn that off and keep that level of respect, you know. But that's my thoughts on that. What else? Then she also has this clip going viral. Says she regrets toxic men attention, not the sweet ones, now that she's older and not married.
security in those individuals at the time, and like
It's killing me. Um I'm just gonna sum up my thoughts on this one.
Now, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that.
Um, yeah, so I'm gonna move on from that. But my thoughts on, I think we all kind of enjoyed our toxic share of people when we were younger, and as we grow older, we grow to regret that. You know, she's not alone on that one. Okay, let's move on to this woman crying, which I really hope this doesn't lag because I've never seen this video. Hey, can you stop, please? Woman crying. I think that's all I need to type in. This lady.
You want me to be honest? I'm angry. I'm
I don't even know if I could deal with this lag.
mad. I'm
I don't think I can deal with it. Let me try turning off the TV out there in the living room. Let's see if it works now.
fuming. I'm on fire. I'm mad because I care more about you than you care about.
It's so irritating. Okay, let me get off here and just record this episode because this lag is crazy. But hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna upload this in a bit.
And that's how